In this video tutorials, we are going to look at how we can be able to achieve this particular poster design with our smartphone. So without wasting my time, let's quickly get into it and then we get things rolling. So what we need to do is to take off this design and then we set the design, the background for our design. So we have to set the background color, which we need to make it a black background. So we go to background color and then we select the dark background and we have something like this. So this is what we have here. The next thing to do is to actually bring in the images which we'll be using, and these are 4 different types of images of the same person in different position or in different mode whilst the pictures was taken. So this is what we do here. We just have to import them in by going to the plus sign, then we go to our gallery. So these are the images we have right here. So all we need to do is to select them and we use for our design. So we need to pick them one after the other. So we have to look through and then see which image should we place at where and at what moment. So this is what I do. You can see that in my design I use this particular image first, which I place in the middle. So after importing your image this way, what you need to do is to make sure you crop it in a way that you have something like this. So you have something that you crop this part all away, then you make sure you take away part of the ears this way, but it shouldn't affect the face or the eyes itself. So you crop something like this, and this is what you have here. So what you need to do here is to go to the erase, use the eraser tool, and then you erase parts away. Use the eraser tool and then you erase some parts away. So this is how we are going to erase it. We're going to erase it in a way like this so that it will actually look this way. So just erase it this way nicely by taking your time to do it, and you can repeatedly do it until you see that you are good at what you have just done. So this is what we have right here. So what you do next is to introduce a shape. So you click on the plus sign and you close it a bit this way to have something like this. Then you place it right here. So click on the check mark so that you can see what is going on. So you place it right here like this. But before that, let's lock the image so we have something like this. So let's close it a bit. Okay, so we have something like this. So we place it wall. So let's shift it a bit closer this way, and this is what we have right here. So we have achieved something like this. The next thing is to do here is to actually copy this same thing. We are copying this same thing here, and we are placing on the other side of the head. We place it just right below this place. This is just right below this place, and this is what we have. Our next move is to bring in the second image, but before that we have to change the color of this person. So we go to color effect and we send radius to 180, then saturation to 100, negative 100. So hue to negative 180, saturation to negative 100, and the image will be changed to this color. You click on the check mark, then we head to our gallery again and we import the next image which we are going to be using. So import in our next image which we are going to be using. So the next image we are going to be using is this particular one right here, the third one. So we crop it again. So we just hit crop and then we crop the image a bit. So we crop it this way. This time I'll just crop it this way, and we have something like this. So hit on the check mark, then we place it right below here. Change the color again. So you go to effect or color filter, then hue to negative 180, saturation to negative 100. Click on the check mark. So what we are going to do is to go to eraser and then we erase the down part of the image so that we can have something like this. We can have something like this. So let's try and then see if we want the hand to remain, what will actually happen. So we have to do something like this. So let's see what we have. Good. So we have something like this. So we have to place it. So you take it behind the shape you made. So you take it behind. So make sure all the shapes are actually up and the images are below them. So this is what you have here. So place it just right this way. Just right this way. Make sure it stays in the line this way so that it wouldn't appear to be so obvious that will be noticed. So this is what we have here. Then this is good. We are going to copy again the shape. Then we place it on the other side of the head again, so that there will be some kind of closure and the cropped will not be seen. So let's just place it well. So with this, you have to take your time and place each of this very well so that you achieve something realistic. This is what we have done. So let's zoom in and see the placement if it's done well. So you can see that it's somehow better. So let's zoom back and place our image well. Let's zoom back. Okay, so this is what we have. Our next move is to again import another image. We import another image again. So we go to our gallery again. So this time around, which one? So we bring in this fourth one, this fourth image. Okay, this one right here. And what we do is to place it. So what we do is to just crop it like the way we did to the others. So you crop it and then try cropping it, but make sure you shouldn't take away the eye. The eye should still be seen. The smile should also appear still. So this is what you have. You crop something like this, and this is good. So you place it on the other side this way too. And what you do is to go to the color effect. Okay, color filters rather. I'm so used to the color effect. So you take it to 180, the hue, -180, and the saturation 200. Then this is what you have here. The next thing to do is to click on the check mark. Then you head to eraser. Then you erase it as we did to the other ones. You erase the button from here. Then you erase it very well so that you have something round like this closer to the neck. So let's erase it very well. Take your time and erase it very well. So you have something. Click on the check mark so you can see what you have achieved here. So if you zoom out well, we can see that it's not well placed. So we send it to the back again. Let all the images stay below the shape, so you can see the 3 shapes are on top and the 3 images are down. So this is what we have here. So we just place it nicely like this. We are now going to introduce another shape again. So we have something like this. Copy, then we bring it to the other side of the head that we cropped. So just bring it this way. Then we place it right below here. Place it right here, this way. Good. So this is what we have here. This is what we have. So we are now going to introduce the other image to again in. So we go to the gallery and we copy. We are bringing in this first image. So this time around, we are only going to crop this side of the head, and that is all. We're only cropping this side of the ear out. So we just crop this side of the ear. Just crop this side of the ear. Take the ear off and click on the check mark. Then you have something like this. So let's just do it this way. Remember, we are not cropping both ears. We're only cropping one of the ear off. So we change the color. So we go to color filter, saturation to -100, and then hue to -180. Then we place it just right here. You use the eraser tool to erase this part off so that we can have something like this. Good. So click on the check mark. Then we place it right here. So let's erase it well. Let's erase it very well. So erase it very well like this. Right. So click on the check mark. Increase the size a bit. And we place it just here. Send it to the back of the shapes here. And then place it well, let it align in a way that, so this is has gone too much, so let's use this positioning tool to position it. Okay, so I think this is good. So let's zoom in and see how it is being placed. Okay, it's well placed there. So this is what we have come out with. So you just make sure you have something like this, and let's zoom in again. Okay, so we have something like this. The last image that we now need to bring in, and we are almost done. So gallery, then so we have to bring in this image. Let's bring in this image right here again. So this is what we have. So we are again cropping it. So we crop the side, one side of the ear off completely. So this is what you do. Click on the check mark. So you have something like this. So what we need to do is use the eraser tool. Let's use the eraser tool to erase it the way you do with the others. So let's erase something like this. Erase something like this, and you are good to go. Click on the check mark, then place it somewhere. This, and reduce the size and place it well like this. So you have to go to the color filter, hue to negative 180, then saturation to negative 100. Send it to the back of the shapes. Send it to the back of the shapes. And we're trying to send it to the back of the shape so that it will appear to look good. So just try your best, send it to the back. I don't know why you find it difficult to hold the image, so you place it here. Very good. So now we have to position it very well to avoid it being noticed that it has been cropped. So let's crop it well. You can see that it's not well cropped. So let's crop it very well. So crop it this way. Place it well. So let's come here and then replace it very well. Place it very well. So we have something like this. Something like this. Very cool. You can see what we have achieved. So we can just adjust them. So let's try to adjust this middle one small and see what we have. The first one we got. So this is what I'm talking about. So let's try adjusting it. I'm bringing it down a bit so that it will look this way. And this is not looking good, so let's just send it back up a bit. Send it up a bit so we have something like this. So our next thing to do is to find a way so that we can be able to blend or make the down part blend somehow better. So introduce a shape, then just open it up a bit. This also depends on you. You can use a shape. You can also decide to go for this. You can introduce this type of shape or a circle. So you go to the color option. So we are going to use gradient. You select, make the gradient. This is what you click on the plus sign. So after click on the color this way, make sure you send the third one to your right hand side and the first two at the bottom to your left hand side, and you can make something like this. So click on check mark, and then you have something like what we need to do with this shape is that we have to send the shape down this way. Let the shape go below. Let the shape go down below these lines so that it will be under the lines. Then you send it up a bit this way. You send it up a bit this way. Then you place it like this. But before that, let's lock them. Let's lock things up. Lock all this up this way so that we'll be safe when we are moving them. We have something else. So we are going to copy again and we'll bring it down. Send it behind. All that we are doing is to be able to make sure that the blending is done very well. So you place it right on top of this one. Then you place it this way. You can see what we are achieving here. You can see what we are getting right here. You see what we are getting right here. So this is what we have here. So you place it this way. So all you need to do now is to lock all of them, or you can also add that kind of shape so that you keep on blending to be able to get something much better. But let's lock all together to form one unit, to just lock all of them together to have one unit so that you can do something. So you just lock them this way. So you click here. So we have locked all the elements to form this particular one unit. So just reduce the size and then replace it this way. And that is all what we have achieved. This is the effect we have achieved. And that is very, very wonderful. So thank you for watching. Once again, this is Max Graphics, the online graphics school. If you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe for more updates like this.